guys, and welcome back to another episode of Geomine. My name is Zuljan, and here we are again, looking at the little island that I started over there. It's kind of hard to see now, but it's very small, and we're definitely going to need some more dirt for it, which we have a little bit, but also want to start translocating, I guess that's the right word for it, the farming project that I have here, and make the dockside look a little bit more traditional. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to time lapse a little bit for you guys, run through this and kill all this dirt, probably expand that island out a little bit, and then we can start our farming project. So hope you guys enjoy.
And I took an arrow in the knee.
Well guys, I ended up getting all of this fenced in, and now I kind of need to light it because, as you can see, I got some friends showing up to play, and I sure don't want them busting up all my dirt work that I spent so much time on. But what I'm thinking is eventually some lighting underneath, some ambient lighting to light the island up would be pretty cool. I think I might do some underwater lighting with some pumpkins and some glass that's inset into the dirt. But for the island lighting, I think that's a pretty good idea. Kind of like a tiki torch. Instead of just a torch right on the ground, give it a little bit of decoration. You know, it really doesn't pay to just do a regular torch on the ground and it not being difficult. I also thought about the old floating lights too, but that doesn't give it quite enough realism, so to speak. It just looks too fake with stuff floating straight up into the air. But I think I like the tiki torch idea, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to do a few more of these and just surround the border a little bit, and I'll show you how it looks when we come back. We'll be right back. Alright you guys, well, I got all the tiki torches lit except for this one. And I got the brightness turned all the way down so I can kind of tell what the light levels look like. If I can place on top of this sucker. That's weird. Well, oh well. I thought for sure I placed on top of it, but I guess that didn't. There we go. And as you can see, there's a few dark spots here and there, but I don't want to overdo it with the tiki torches. And I think that this just looks nicer than having the torches placed all over the ground just sporadically. So we're going to go ahead and keep it like this and set up some little forming spots. And I think we'll do it in patches will look the best. It's not going to be the most efficient food source in the world. Like I said, a little later on I'm going to be doing animal farms and things of that nature, probably some breeding bays. But for now, I think this is going to be the lick. So what I'm going to do here, we don't have any water sources that are directly in the same level as the land here. So what I think the best thing to do is going to be to dig out a few trenches here and there so I can support things like wheat, because we're going to need a place for potatoes and carrots eventually as well. So some of this is going to be unfinished, but I'm going to go back to the base right quick, get me some more tools and a bucket and see if we can't get some water features done in here real nice, like to where it looks more islandy. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Well guys, I've been toying with a few things and I tried a couple of different water features and none that I've really liked. And then I started thinking about the lighting and how to incorporate good water features. And I also thought about doing recessed lighting underneath the water features. And then I thought about this. This is, if you can see, I can zoom in on it for you. Those are glass blocks suspended in the air. And I put a just one bucket of water down and let them come all the way down. They're about 100 blocks high, so it's very, very hard to see the top. And I guess I could go taller. But I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this and see how it looks. I need to put some pumpkins down here so that it illuminates the bottom. And it might be overkill, so I might just do the inset water underneath and keep the tiki torch theme. But this was something that I was actually considering doing. And it's very easy how I'm doing it too. Like I'll take this as the center block for instance and gotta make sure to put a hole in the ground or the water will go everywhere. But you stack all the way up like this. Guys, pretty much 100 foot in the air. Kilika looks really cool from up here. It's kind of small, but we're gonna change that. And the opening is on this side, as you can barely see down there. So what we need to do is we need to come down one more level just to make it even with those. I haven't decided whether I was gonna do a glass platform or not, but definitely something to consider. So we have the water is gonna go here, and we're gonna have glass. Let's see, just happen to have enough glass to do one more. We're gonna have glass here, 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 and on this one as well. And let's just drop off of this right quick. Oh, we did that actually a little bit too early. Let's go ahead and... oh, we gotta place glass right here. Glass right here. And then we pull the water. And now we eat a couple pieces of food so we don't starve by digging ourselves down. And we just dig all the way back down. As you can see, the water just stretches in a single tunnel all the way down. Which I'm going to be doing some shorter features like this here and there. Uh-oh, looks like I'm lagged out a little bit. Alright, fixed myself up. That was weird. Sometimes it just does that. Oh, it did it again. Alright, I'm back on track now. Man, we were getting some crazy lag. Still doing it, but I can survive this one. There we go. Wow. Actually, what happened to the water? Did it freeze? Man, how glitchy can you get? So weird. Let's see. Can we just update it? No, it does not update. How odd is that? Alright guys, I just had to update it with a torch block just like that. And then it just kind of worked. So, that was so weird. But hey, one day Jeb will fix this game. Now we just happen to have a pillar of blocks out in the middle of nowhere. Let's just take care of that. And there we go. So that's 3 of the pillars, guys, and they're set up pretty good. We're gonna take a cruise down to the other side right here just to see how they look. Yep. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, I tossed a bunch of them. This is gonna hurt. Alright, now that we're at the bottom of the ocean here. So yeah, some underwater lighting would look good on that, but that's how it looks from there. And the tiki torches look really good, but I think if I illuminated the water from underneath with some pumpkins, maybe some jack-o'-lanterns, it would look really, really good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try just some of that, grab me some pumpkins, or actually just grow a few pumpkins on that island, and then we'll incorporate some lighting. Be right back. Well, now that I take another look at it, guys, I think they are too tall. It just kind of fits out of place. Although I do love the water pillars, the idea of them, I just don't think it's quite the right spot. So I'm probably going to take them down. But first, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and put some lighting underneath and take one final look at it. So I did get my iron hoe out, and I do have some pumpkin seeds. Although I did not bring my melons, my bone meal. But what I'll do is I'll just do some plants here. Actually, no, I don't want to do that right there. I'll do 4 here. And I'll plant the seeds just like so. And we'll just let some pumpkins grow right here. For the most part, they should grow. I'll do some here too. And we'll see how these bad boys grow. And hopefully with enough pumpkins after a little while, we'll be able to actually get a few things going with, oh, I should have just did the outside. We'll get a few things going with some alternative lighting instead of just torches everywhere, until we can actually get some glowstone and put some stuff like that together. But the pumpkins are okay as long as they're hidden and they aren't exposed. I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna let some pumpkins grow here, and we are going to probably take these things down as soon as I see how the lighting works. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I tried messing around with the water pillars and I didn't like the way they were coming out. The lighting, on the other hand, I killed all the tiki torches. Looks like we got a visitor over there. But this design is what I came up with, and I'm really liking the way it's looking. I'm putting pumpkins in the ground and keeping it diagonal. And I think I'm gonna do rows of things. Like, I'll probably do a row of watermelon here, and probably a row of wheat, and some of the other consumables will come later. And this area over here, I can probably do a little tree form or something like that. So I'm gonna continue on with this. It's pretty it's a little time consuming because you have to drill a hole in the ground and put a pumpkin, and I don't even have enough pumpkins, but as you can see, they're growing. But I'd actually like to grow them a little bit and see how it comes out after I grow the whole row. So, that never helps, and I just lost some seeds. I should have known that guy was going to track me sooner or later. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and fix this up, plant those seeds again, and we'll see how the row looks in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I got quite a bit done. I went ahead and moved some wheat in here along with some melons, and sticking with the diagonal design, and it actually works out pretty good. Once everything's grown like this, it's got a real unique design. Most forms are just so square and boring, and I think this is a great design. Also, the wheat, I doubled it up, and what's good about the wheat doubled up like this is that if you hit it at an angle and you just keep your cursor in the middle and walk straight, you actually harvest both rows at a time. I can't do it because it's not real full grown right now, but I am working towards getting a tree form started here, and I kind of ran out of space. I wanted to just go a little bit off the cuff and get something not so traditional. Like I said, this is mainly going to be for supplement until my major forms come through. Naturally, when I start getting the automated stuff going, I want it to be incorporated into Kilika a little bit more. But the main deal is be able to harvest some trees right quick without having to worry, and thus the blocks up top. But the task is to make it look presentable while I do this. So I thought that maybe some rails of birch would look good in this section. I'm not real sure how they're gonna do, but I thought I would try it with you guys just to show you all the trial and error. As far as this goes, I think I'm gonna do the tiki torch thing that I wanted to do before, because I actually kind of like the look of that. we won't be able to make it so tall because I still want to be able to harvest the leaves. So I guess the best thing to do would just be to run it in the middle. I guess I'll do it after every one of these. And instead of 2 tall like we were doing before, I'll just do it 1 tall. Like that. Excuse me. And let's see. And right here we can do the same thing. 1 after. 1 after. 1 after. 1 after. 1 after. And 1 after. And that way, yeah, that'll probably be a good look. Let me go ahead and stick some torches on that. Now we'll be able to prevent the spawn from happening. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, and I never really pointed it out, but with all the half slabs and the way the lighting is set over on Kilika, I have 0 spawn where I'm at. I mean 0. When I want to get in danger, I have to get off the island. So that's actually a really, really awesome deal. I never realized just how peaceful it was. I carry around a weapon just because it's habit, but honestly, I really don't even need to at this point. Let's see. Okay. So now that we got all of our lights in place, yeah, I think that's a good deal. I think that'll pretty much resist all spawn. Let me just put a couple on the outskirts here, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I kind of ran out of space, so my tree variety is missing the big one, which is the pine, I believe. But it grows quite well. Other than that, we don't have to worry about them going out of control right here. It just grows within the cap. I guess what I'll do now is let me get some of my birch out, and I thought I'd do some birch posts. So let's see, 1 away should still be able to grow with this, but I think I'm gonna do 2 away right here. Maybe a little close for comfort, but alright. And I am going to do like this. I want them to be square. And it'll just be some beams across. And the only reason I'm doing this, guys, is just to make it look a little bit more realistic, I guess you could say. Because right now it's not realistic at all. Let's see. And this beams, that would be the top. Yeah, these kind of have to go like this as well. Nope, that's the other side. So, the same thing over again. There. And let's see here. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to look from below, but it's worth a shot. I like the way the forms are looking, so I just need to make sure that our limitation measures make it pretty, you know, and I can do some stuff up top and make the roof real unique as well. Let's see. This. Alright. And this will be a little more interesting on that side as well. Let's see here. I think we are 1 further out right here, which isn't really a big deal. Let's go ahead and tell you what, I'm just going to start me off just so when I go to the other side I can just finish it up right quick. Trying to work semi-efficiently. And here. And here. Yeah. And I am out. Let's see. I don't even have a workbench on me. Let me make one right quick. I have so many in the chest at home anyway. Okay. And yeah, my achievements keep resetting because every once in a while I have to revert to the snapshot to play cluster chunk, or a while back Optifine was just kind of messing up, so I ended up having to reinstall that. So you'll see my achievements every once in a while. Let's see. Okay, So now I think we decided that we were gonna go here. No, that won't look right. I mean, it will, but I think, yeah, it does have to come off like that. That's, oh, let's go ahead and peel her up. And I'll just fix it later. But now I just gotta figure out how I want the design to look. Okay, so if we did maybe, that's gonna be 3. That's gonna be a little weird. No, not really, because it'll extend. Yeah, that's not gonna be weird at all. The beam is going to be 1. Yeah. This beam can be a little thicker. No, I think it does fine. I know I'm kind of rambling, you guys. I apologize. It's just to get... Can actually save a little on half slabs, but it doesn't really matter. Resource-wise, I'm already unconservative with this deco, so I might as well not get all crazy on it. Oh. Okay, now we can connect them. If I stop screwing up the birch placement. Okay. And what did I do here? Yeah, I need to stay underneath with these. So that's the better look, I find. Yeah, that's the better look. It may be different after a little while, but that's what I'm gonna start with at least. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, so now we have to make sure that these corners combine, I guess. And so we need to do some angling. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and chop these off. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Although I should have done it on the level lower. I think. Does that work out? Yeah, like that. And chop this down, and that down. And I think that's gonna be a look that I like, you guys. Let's get down from here and check it out. And then we'll kind of figure out what's going on with the ceiling and the way we want that. It's crazy, I got some clay under here. Alright. What's this thing look like? We definitely need some posts. Some more posts. Because that just looks a little funny. This looks kind of cool. But still, all in all, it just looks a little weird. Yep, it looks a little weird. I actually think square would look better than the angles. And yeah, I really think square would look better. I really do. Let me mess around with it a little bit, you guys, and we'll show you where we're at in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I think the general plan of action here, at least the best course of action that I think, is squaring off the island. Because I tried a couple more variations of the design and it looked just retarded. So It's really challenging, I'm finding it, to make something that has a theme, but keep it functional, you know. But it's cool because almost everything that I do in Minecraft is Minecraft-ish, you know. It's not modeled after anything specifically, so having something like Kilika in mind when doing builds that are supposed to be functional, that you need just for in-game purposes, are pretty difficult, you know. I think if there would be an island that you'd have to utilize for forming, that it would be sort of impractical, you know, but you have to do what you have to do, right? So I think it's a good test of my skill, to tell you the truth. And I'm just getting some last dirt here. I still want to make the island pretty much you know, conform to the land look instead of square. So I'm gonna have to do some edging work, but for the most part this is going to be the tree form area. And another bonus about this is it's actually going to give me place to do the fourth row, which is going to be the oak trees. So I'm just going to finish up this project, you guys, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a few minutes. Alright, you guys, I finished up with the design and I like it. The square idea was a lot better than the angle. The only thing that I'm really not sure about is this corner right here, but other than that, everything is uniform. The beams are at the correct height for all the trees so they don't grow erratically, and that I can just come in and do all the harvesting I need. The leaves happen to be growing pretty weird on these things, but I don't think that has anything to do with the height of the actual forms. It looks good to me. And this will be what I needed to do, guys. I just need to come in here and get some trees, replant them, and then go ahead from there, you know. So I might do some water features on top sooner or later, I don't know. I like the open look of it, and I like the birch wood for it, so it does pretty well. And right now I'm set up for food. I might actually extend the island a little bit more in the coming episodes when the new updates come through for potatoes and carrots. Just 2 more rows here, but for now I'm happy with the way the form setup is. So the little island is good. The next deal, which we won't do this episode, but I want to get a transport tunnel between this island and that island. And I thought about either an Eats Road or a rapid ice transit in a glass tunnel underneath the water. So I think that'll probably be the next step. Not too sure how that's going to work yet, but all in all, it should be a good idea. I did finish some storage area over here that I wanted to show you guys, and I also finished a new hut. I also finished the new hut. I put a roof on it, as you can see from this distance. The leaves are a little bit different than the other one. It's a little bit higher than the others. I think it gives a good variety. So let's go ahead and hop over there right quick and I'll show you. Still haven't moved the portal yet. That's probably going to be the last step, and I actually need to move the Kilika monument painting as well. But I went ahead and eliminated all the farmland, as y'all saw. And all in all, guys, I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making. It's slow, but it's surely coming from it. Rooster had visited earlier, and he ended up putting a little bridge to get back and forth to the portal until I get it moved. Still not sure where I want to put it or how that works, but I really like the way the island looks from here too. Looks like it's gonna be a good little deal. And here's what I did with the storage. Actually, I just used the first hut that we made. Real simple stuff. I just organized everything as it was. I need to start using all this sand that I got from my buddy's sand generator over there in the mushroom biome. And we're going to end up probably doing some glass and incorporating quite a bit of glass into the next few builds. I branched off here where there's a little road, and I'm going to start doing some more huts around here. I actually need to build a shop as well, and I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to get villagers sooner or later. Rooster actually stopped by too, and we were talking. I'm definitely going to want to take this island out later on, and I think we're going to use a lot of TNT and just blow up the whole coastline. Getting the ice and the snow not to populate and create ice right here is going to be a challenge, but I know you can do some cool things with torches and ice to make sure that they don't really form into ice, so we're gonna mess around with those ideas in the future. This is the hut that I finished up. A little bit different on the roof design, but all in all I think it came out really good. Go ahead and square that off. But yeah, I really like the way these are coming out, guys. As like I said before, every episode I'm gonna try to show you guys a hut, just to keep everything going real well. The leaf design I did is a little bit different. I tried to go a little bit taller to kind of match the height of the actual hut, and I ran down these with some border poles as well as a couple of poles here. Not too sure about doing one here, but I might, because it looks like it's a little off. And as y'all saw this hut before, I actually put my bed in here too, so got a couple of other pathways to work out, and I really like to get started on the water tunnel next episode. So when we come back, you guys, that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna attempt to move this portal, and we're also gonna change the Kilika Monument painting to another location. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, this is Zuljan signing off. Have a good one.